Hello, my beautiful star seeds, my cosmic castaways. I got inspired, I guess, to share some of my poetry. I published a poetry book some 10 years or so ago. I think it was 2011 or something is when I did. And yeah, soul archaeology. I haven't written poems in a very long time, and I have to be in a certain kind of a frequency and state within myself and the world before poetry comes out of me. Very much in some kind of a love state, I guess, is a good way to describe it. So, the poem I've decided to share was sparked by this picture I shared. I got hair in my mouth. About how it's a strange world that we're living in, that it's not like what can we do for anybody. It's more like, what can your body do for me? And that made me think of this poem I wrote a while ago called A Love Story. And I thought I'd just share it here with all of you. So, the soul and the body are lovers, spirit and matter under covers. Sometimes the body feels alone, though the spirit promises to always return home. The body cries out, "Don't leave me." But you see, the spirit has a tendency to roam. Every night it soars like a bird. Spirit is searching for a way to bring its beloved body with him. When the body awakens, spirit tries to convey, in a kind of abstract way, "I went to the stars. I went to other dimensions that few care to mention. Spend some time at a spirit's convention. There is so much more than what appears, my dear." The body does not believe spirit. "I do not see what you speak of. You're a dreamer, you need to be realistic. Oh, when will you understand? The physical is all there is." And the spirit is hurt, and you would be too, if your love felt disconnected from the cosmic stew. And so time passed, and the body was fading fast. With body's last breath, the soul up and left. The body was damaged beyond repair. There was no way the soul could stay and live inside its cherished home so fair. And so the soul had no choice but to roam, in hopes to re-emerge and ride the current of some lover's foam. The spirit cries, "Oh, let me in the body. Oh, please, somebody. I am in love with the body. Can't you see? She is the most precious thing to me. She needs me, and I need her. I promise I would always come back for her. Can't you see we cannot live without each other? It is through her body and through her eyes that I can truly live and experience. Just like the body of Gaia and her spirit work harmoniously as one. So must I come back again and again, so must the spirit come back again and again, and stay on until I understand how this is done with the body." So this poem is about ascension and about taking the body with it when it it transitions to its next form. And I know that our body is what is used to control us in a lot of ways here, and we live in a condition for thousands of years to live in fear and resentment towards our body because of the pain that it can bring to us, the kind of torturing and suffering that can be done to us. And in a way, there is a sort of a biasness towards our body and frustration that needs to be healed with spirit and matter. How, you know, they are basically, this poem is about them being lovers, but then also being the odd couple, because all spirit understands is spirit. Whenever it tries to explain that to body doesn't understand that kind of realm, and nor does spirit understand physical when it tries to explain, right? So they're trying to find a way to balance and be harmonious with each other. So that's why spirit keeps coming back into a body and taking on a form and trying to learn and understand that balance game, rather than and heal this sort of feeling that like spirit feels like it wants to go and wander and have adventures and do all these things, but it's slowed down also by the body. It's sometimes, another metaphor I like to use is just like spirit's like a teenager that wants to go out and do all these cool things with its friends, and the mother's like, okay, but you have to take the body with you. And it's like, oh, like your little brother or sister is like, oh, do I have to, kind of a thing. It slows me down, and it has all this responsibility too that we have to learn as well to look after, right? And so I think that we have to look at this journey that we're on with our body, with our spirit, and how we can have the balance, and how we have to watch ourselves when we're playing favoritism with these facets of ourselves, like when we prefer the heart over the brain, or our right brain over our left brain, when aren't we both? Like, to choose one over the other would make us into half-wits, right? And they all work together and are complementary. Just like we get biased towards our emotions, like happiness is a good one and sadness and anger is not, and I just want to be in that state all the time. But to spirit, they don't look at it that way. They look at it like these emotions are keys on a keyboard. Not one is bad or good, but it just creates a certain kind of a melody and rhythm and story, frequency message, when we are, let's say, in a healthy relationship with our emotions, in a healthy relationship with these facets of ourselves that we may not understand so well. And even though some things can seem very alien to us, they are that missing piece of ourselves that needs that love and acceptance and understanding. So trying really hard to understand that, and also wanting to know what our blind spots are, so we're not making the same mistakes over and over again. Oh, there's that pothole I jumped in. Let's go jump in that one again, right? So, you know, there's so much there for us to look into and understand, and it's exciting. It's just this relationships that we're constantly building with ourselves, with our thoughts, with our emotions, with our experiences, with our memories, and with things that we don't even think about because it's in the blind spot, that needs our attention, that needs to be addressed, because it is creating these unpleasant patterns for us over and over again. And so being aware of how that works and their mechanics together, and our relationship with that, ends up having us exist, I feel, in a state of poetry, where you look at life through poetry, where you look at life through spirit's eyes. And of course, that's always laced with a lot of love and gratitude. But, you know, stories are the currency to the spirit realm. This is what's always understood in near-death experiences. So that's it for today. I hope everyone is doing wonderful. Love you guys. Bye. Oh wait, I have a little bit more time. So thank you so much for